calling from a 612 area code. Who are you? Where are you calling from?
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, you got me on?
Yes.
Cool. Michael, I heard you on Polite Conversations podcast.
Oh, with Ina. That was a lot of fun.
That was great. She's great.
Yes, she is. I had a great time with her. She's really good.
Yeah, very recommended. The one thing I wanted to call in about is it's been mentioned a few times, this issue with atheism and the new atheism, and it bothers me that's what atheism has come to. I myself consider myself a skeptic, an atheist. I try to be rational, but dear God, they've just gone crazy. And I think that there was a time when the atheist movement was pretty much focused on pretty simple issues, combating fundamentalism and authoritarian beliefs in religiosity and stuff like that. And then they went a whole lot of them went full right wing. And there was, and speaking on the politically polite conversation, she had a conversation some time ago about the new atheist or the atheist meeting in the Milwaukee Atheists, and Sargon, somebody that you've had interacted with, Sargon of Akkad,
Yes.
was there, and the audience was just horrible, and it's just, I don't even know it just makes me almost ashamed these days to call myself an atheist, because it's just been overtaken by, and I think that the proper term would just they're epistemic nihilists, if you want to put it that way. I mean, I'm not.
I would say they're kind of just recycled positivists with bad foreign policy and racism. But I mean, I'll say this in one hand, and I know I'm like Mr. Anti-Atheist apparently, but I would say that like actually you shouldn't be.
You are?
I don't think so either, but people are very touchy.
Some of our listeners.
Some people get very touchy, but I would actually say that I don't think you should feel ashamed to be an atheist at all. I don't actually think that these people in any way represent, certainly not. It's funny if you read even people like Durkheim or, like first, atheist thinkers were very serious, and they were very, informed about religion, and they didn't think it was some awe-inspiring accomplishment to understand that that the world wasn't 5,000 years old. I think that these guys, though, where maybe I get, there might be a little bit of pushback, is I do think that whether you're an atheist or agnostic or believer, whatever, the seeds of it were in how people like Sam Harris wrote and spoke about Islam. If you could look at anything so ahistorically, if you could have such a one-dimensional description of something so complex, that was going places. And the reason that I was always concerned about it was not because I'm not a secret Muslim, which was one of my favorite. I hope that theory can get resurrected, that I'm a secret Muslim, because I saw that out there as a serious thing, and that was awesome.
Jamal.
Yeah, well, I've always thought of you as a Muslim. I've always considered you
thank
a Muslim.
You. Spread it,
Michael.
please. Thank you.
He's got at least one Muslim living in his brain.
At least. And who speaks for, but I would say that was, but I wouldn't, I think it's actually it would be quite great if, thank you, Brenda, I didn't realize she was hanging up, but I think it would be great if atheism could be decoupled from this kind of like weird reactionary little subculture.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. I don't know. I guess I've done enough psychedelics, so I'm now more agnostic than straight up atheist. But maybe it would be better to define ourselves by what we do believe in rather than what we don't, which is why I like the term secular humanist. It just feels a little more positive to me.
I'm totally with you. I actually think, in fact, that you would find people who are more left and progressive who might have religious beliefs, but actually identify as secular humanists with regards to what actually matters, like having a secular public square and not having a state religion and teaching science in schools, these things that actually matter.